up, you guys? It is Breyonna, and today we're going to be sitting down and testing out another palette from the brand new Animal Crossing x Colourpop collection. And I don't know about you guys, but I am literally swooning with this collection. Like, it's just so cute and adorable. But since this collection is fairly decently sized and there is 4 eyeshadow palettes, what I have decided to do is do a different video per eyeshadow palette in case you are only interested in certain ones or if you're looking for more inspiration. And if you like to see comparison swatches as well as what things look like up close, I have it within my Nook Ink palette review because that was the first video that I did using this collection. Now, before we test out this chunk of the collection, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. And if you'd like to check me out over on my Instagram page or my TikTok, it is at BreyonnaFaye as well. So I just pried my eyes off camera to save on some time, but the palette I want to go in with today is the baby pink one called 5 Star Island with Isabelle all over it. And this one just gives me like a cutesy, like spring type of vibe. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's because it's pink and yellow, but I just really like the color story of it. But the first shade I want to go in with is the lightest matte in here, and this one is called Island Tune. I'm just going to be popping it in my crease using this big old fluffy brush from the Morphe x Madison Beer collaboration. But, ooh, she is pigmented. It's kind of like a salmon, almost like corally color. So I'm just going to do a second layer. You definitely wouldn't have to build up this shade if you didn't want to, though. And then I'm just doing these like little circular motions to buff it upwards towards my brow. So I kind of want to deepen things up a little bit. So we're going to go in with this shade right underneath of it. And this one is called Resident Rep, and I'm going to warn you, like, this one is a little bit on the powdery side, like it definitely gives some fallout in the pan. And this one's kind of like a rosewood type of shade. And I'm just going to be taking it in my crease using this brush from Anastasia. It's a A10 little blending brush. It's one of those pinched ones, and I'm just taking it the long way in the crease. And then I'm just doing these little circular motions to buff it upwards. Ooh, those like literally go so beautifully together. Oh my gosh. And I'm just going to take a little bit more though. Kind of like build it up. It doesn't seem like this shade is as pigmented as the other one. Seems like it's a little bit more on the buildable side. Again, it does have some pigment to it. It's just not as intense right away. Definitely like a 2-layer type of shadow. And then I'm also just going to take whatever is left on my brush and then kind of like pack it down on this outer third of my lid. Just so we can blend in those lid shades a little bit better in a second. But oh yeah, like that is definitely like a rosewood type of shade. It's really, really pretty. This is definitely one of those palettes, so I would say you would want to do your eyes before your face makeup, because that darker shade did give me a little bit of fallout. Not a lot of fallout, but enough where you can definitely see it. And then I'm just going to go back in with that brush that we applied Island Tune with nothing additional on it, and then just do these like little circular motions to buff everything out. Because we want a nice seamless blend. I don't know about you, but I really like these two colors together. Like, they just blended like a dream into each other. But off camera though, I am going to cut my crease, and I'm just going to do a half cut crease, and then afterwards I'll be right back to finish up the lid. So to help me get rid of this ugly situation I have going on in this outer portion of my cut crease, I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of Resident Rep, that darker matte. And I'm just going to take a little shader brush. This is from the Morphe Pride collection. And I'm just going to be packing it right on that harsh line. And I'm bringing it about a third the way in on my lid. You know, the more that I think about it, I am going to bring it a little bit more than a third. Not a half, but like right in between a third and a half. So now I'm just going to go in with Island Tune and apply to the center of my lid. And I'm just using this teeny tiny little shader brush. And this one is from the BH Cosmetics Zodiac Eye Set, and it's a number 3. I just want like a little bit of a pink moment here. I thought it would be really cute. You know, the more that I look at that deeper matte, I will say it looks a little bit weird in this outer portion of my eye. And I'm not too sure if it's the shadow formula or my eye cream, because I did try out a new eye cream last night, and sometimes when you use eye creams, it can kind of mess up your shadow. But just keep that in mind, it might be a little bit tricky to work with. Oh no, it just seems like it's looking a little bit weird in this outer portion. Like, it looks fine in the crease and everything, but like right here it looks funky. You can kind of see it's almost like kicking up in a way. So now we're just going to be going in with this pale yellow shimmer shade out of the palette for the rest of the lid, and this one is called Isabelle. And I'm just going to be taking it on a dampened little shader brush. And she is blinding. Dang, like that is a really, really pretty color. Honestly, you could even wear this one as a highlight. But I mean, for like a one dip, I mean, look at how insane that is. And I'm just kind of taking whatever is left on my brush and kind of like feathering it into that corally pink. So I want to go in with a second layer and see if it's a little bit more yellow. Oh yeah, like the second layer really like brought that yellow factor to it. It's a really fun shimmer shade though. You just don't see pale yellows all that much in palettes. Now if you don't like pressed glitter, you can always just keep this look where it is right now, but honestly, I really want to go in with it. It looks really pretty in the pan. It's this kind of like light baby pink shade right here, and it is called Island Designer. And I'm just going to be applying it to the center of my lid right next to that pale yellow shade called Isabelle. So like right in here, and ooh, that is pretty. You can also use a brush to apply this if you want, but I do like to use my fingers. I just find that I get a little bit better of an application this way. But oh yeah. Now that is pretty. And I'm just going to take whatever is left on my finger and kind of like feather it into that pale yellow shimmer, as well as into this outer portion. Again, I'm just kind of doing like this little like tapping motion. And you know what, we're going to go in with a second layer, just to see if it kind of like amplifies it even more. Oh yeah, like 2 layers is definitely where it's at, especially if you want it like extra blinding and sparkly. Now, I don't know if you like this too, but this look is really giving me like spring and like cutesy vibes. Maybe it's because it's pink and yellow, but I don't know, I think it's turning out really pretty. But off camera though, I am gonna like clean up the situation that we have going on underneath my eyes, because I do have a little bit of fallout there, which is not cute. And I'm also going to apply, you know, like my complexion products, liner, lashes, you know, all of that stuff. And then afterwards, I'll be right back to finish up the look. So here's what I'm at right now after doing that all off camera. And now we're gonna go in with some blush because I just need a little bit of color to my face. But I'm just going to go in with this one out of the collection. It is called Flower Tender, and it's kind of like a warm tone pinky shade. So I'm just going to be taking it on this brush from Colourpop. It is a F30, and I'm just going to apply it right to the apple of my cheek and then up on my cheekbone itself. Ooh, I love that color. I'm going to do a second layer though. It's a very buildable blush. If you've never tried out the pressed powder blushes from Colourpop, they have a tendency to have a medium buildable coverage. So you can kind of get the type of blush look that you're going for, which is really nice. I just love this blush color though with this eye look. Like I feel like it just really pairs well with those colors that we have going on in the crease. To me, finish wise, this blush is a little bit more on the matte side. I wouldn't say it's like 100% matte, but it has like this nice natural skin-like look to it. I'm also going to take a little bit and kind of like round it around my eye just a little bit. I feel like I need a little bit of color on my lips, so that's what we're going to do next. So I'm just going to go in with this set from the collection. It is called the Just a Hint Mini Duo in Fruit Roots. And if you'd like to see swatches of this, I'll have that video again linked in the description box down below for you. So out of the two, I think I want to go in with the peach one because I have peaches on my island personally. Let me know in the comments down below what fruit you have if you do play Animal Crossing. But this one is called Peach Surprise, and oh, it literally smells amazing. It smells like peach rings if you've ever had that gummy candy before. Like, it dead on smells like it. But before we do that, I am going to line my lips using this lip liner from Koki. It is in the shade Warm Nude. You can definitely use this Just a Hint by itself, but I like lip liner right now. I feel like it really adds a lot to a look. But if you want more of like a softer kind of vibe, or a little bit more of like an everyday type of glam, I would just go in with the Just a Hint by itself. And now I'm just going to go in with Peach Surprise. Ooh, I love those two together. They pair really beautifully. If you've never tried out a Just a Hint, they're really hydrating. They kind of feel like a lip balm, but a little bit more luxurious, and they also have a good amount of color to them. Again, they're not a lipstick. They're kind of more like a sheer lipstick, but with like a balmy texture. So for the lower lash line, I'm just going to mix Island Tune with Resident Rep and do like a 1-to-1 ratio. And then using this Profusion ES6, I'm just going to be popping this right underneath my lower lash line, doing back and forth motions. And when you're doing this, you do want to make sure that you are connecting it in this outer portion. So now let's do my absolute favorite part, which is the inner corner highlight, because you guys know I love a good blending inner corner. But I just want to go in with that pale yellow that we used earlier. Again, this is called Isabelle. And I'm just going to be popping that right in my inner corner. Like really like pushing it in there. But that is so pretty. And I'm just going to go in with a second layer just to really like amp it up. But I love this shade as an inner corner highlight. Like, if you like a good blinding shimmer, you're going to absolutely love this color. And I'm also going to take just a little bit underneath my inner tear duct, just to help open things up a little bit more. Again, I don't know about you guys, but this look is definitely giving me all the spring vibes, but let's go over everything that we used today, because again, I want to give you guys all the nitty-gritty details. So first things first, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette, and again, it is called 5 Star Island, and I don't know about you guys, but I think the packaging of this palette is so cute. Granted, I really like Pink and Isabelle. I think she's absolutely adorable, and also the color story is really cute too, and it's going to be perfect for going into springtime. But let's go over the formula, and this matte shade right here, the darkest one, called Resident Rep, was the only shade that gave me any issues today. Again, it was a really pretty shade, like, color-wise, and it also was really easy to work with in my crease. It did have a little bit more of a buildable formula, but again, it didn't give me any harsh lines or any issues. But when I started packing it on in the outer third of my eye to get rid of that harsh line from the cut crease, I don't know what happened with it, but it got like chunky and weird. And granted, I waited over a half hour after cutting my crease, so like it was 100% dry, so I don't know why it was acting so funky. And it was like the more that I would apply and try to like buff it out, it would almost like erase itself. So if you're a beginner, you might struggle with the shade just a little bit. As for the other shades in this palette, this one right here, the matte one called Island Tune, the corally color, is honestly so beautiful and so easy to work with. It's a really pigmented shade too, to the point you don't even have to do 2 layers if you don't want to. Like, it is like super intense. And not to mention, it literally blends out like butter. Like, if you're a beginner, you will not struggle with that shade whatsoever. As for the pale yellow shimmer shade called Isabelle, oh my gosh, like this shade is one of my favorites in this palette because it's just so blinding and so extra. Like if you like really intense shimmer shades with a lot of shine and a lot of glitter to them, you're gonna absolutely love how this one looks on the eyes. It's also just a really unique shade overall because you just don't really see pale yellow shimmer shades all that much. As for the pressed glitter in the palette called Island Designer, oh my gosh, like it is so sparkly and so intense, and I love that it has that baby pink vibe to it. But for a pressed glitter, I just absolutely love the formula of it because again, it is not scratchy nor itchy on the eyes, it does not flake nor get anywhere, and also it just has a really nice consistency to it because it's not like thick and goopy on the eyes when you apply it either. It's like really thin and lightweight. As for the pressed powder blush that we used in Flower Tender, this is a really pretty everyday kind of like warm tone pink type of shade. I will say though, it looks a lot brighter in the pan than it does on the cheeks, so just keep that in mind if you're interested in it. And also, I really like the formula being a little bit more on the buildable side, so you get a little bit more versatility with it. You know, if you want to like layer it up and have like a super blushy look, you can do that. And you can also do more natural looks with it too. So lastly, let's talk about the Just a Tint that we used in Peach Surprise, and I don't know about you guys, but I love the color of it so much. It's kind of like one of those warm tone nudie peachy shades that will literally go with any type of eye look so perfectly. It's one of those colors I could see myself wearing like every single day. But if you've never tried out a Just a Tint from Colourpop, they're honestly a very underrated product because they're very like luxurious and balmy, but at the same time they're not too creamy where they're gonna get like everywhere on your teeth. They just feel really nice and they're honestly perfect for everyday wear. Again, if you're looking for a really good everyday lip product that's just really good for on the go, these are honestly perfect for that. So when it comes down to it, would I recommend the products that we used today to you guys? And honestly, I think they are really nice overall. And if you're into warm tones, I think you're going to be really happy with them overall. I will say the only product that gave me any issues today was again the 5 Star Island eyeshadow palette, and it was only that darker matte shade. Again, this one was just really hard to work with and a little bit tricky to blend out, so if you are a beginner, you might struggle with this shade. But besides that shade, the other 3 shadows in here did not give me any issues and were really nice and easy to work with, and also the other products were really nice as well. But yeah, so in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know what eyeshadow palette I should use next out of this collection. But as always though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. And if you'd like to check me out over on my Instagram page or my TikTok, it is at Breyonna as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.